We're doing a battle race. Yes, it was.
That wasn't that bad. Come on.
You say that every time. Oh, okay, not every time anymore. But...
Oh my god, hold on.
Why am I racing Beat? What? I didn't read the description. What's Beat even doing here? I guess it wouldn't really make sense with most characters, but hope you don't. Whatever. Who cares anymore? Gonna get him. I don't care if most this is blind fire. Already got him single shot. Apparently, the number of times I get hit doesn't even matter, so, you know, whatever. Oh, I thought I got him, but no, I just got one of the zombies. That should still count, right? I should get a zombie. Did I even hit him that last time? I kind of half think that was just one of the zombies. You know what? Whatever. Time to do the one I keep dreading. Monkey to target.
This has been some very, very awkward timing. I'm like here, but now I'm like semi here. Hey, it's the Bonanza Bros.
Yeah, this is the one I keep dreading.
Is this your first attempt on it?
In a while.
You'll be fine.
So what you gotta do is you gotta go through virtually every single game in this course, and you have a minute to do it. It's
okay. Is there an end that you have to also hit, or
no?
Okay, so just hitting all the gates.
Oh, also your boost is disabled. Just learned that little detail.
I don't think that's gonna be. That doesn't sound like too big of an issue not having the boost, because like what time frame would you have the boost? So like, what is this? You just have to do it as fast as humanly possible, or
basically. Thing is, I don't even have an A rank yet.
Well, the thing is, you just have to learn a route that works. I don't think this is actually too bad if you can just figure out a route, like you learn a route.
Oh, okay, so you can't still boost. You just have to do tricks. I saw there's one over here. No, let me get it. Nope.
This doesn't look that bad. Like, you just make a route and you're good.
It sounds so easy when you're the one that says it.
Just make a route and you're good. It's like Crash Band. This reminds me of CTR actually. The crystals, except you need to make more of a route, I guess. Like, so slightly harder because you need to actually make a route. I mean, it seems like it. Like, maybe you shouldn't even go up this ramp first. Like, maybe you should start from the side. In CTR, there's only like one map you have to make a route on for the crystals, or maybe two, but for the most part, just the one in the Papu Papu area.
How did I miss that one?
Yeah, I was about to say, did you just miss that? Like, I actually could not tell. Imagine if you missed that one.
I would be very confused.
Imagine if Timbuktu existed.
I don't know who that is, but imagine if they did.
That's a place.
Oh, well, that would explain why I don't know who that is.
Who? Don't you mean what?
Exactly, that's why I don't know who that is. There is no who.
I'll be right back again for 1 second. Sorry. I'm going in and out.
Yeah, we out here. Okay, so, whatever. Take 3. Let's go. I might be here a while. I expect this to be one of the most time-consuming missions in the game. At least I ended up, completely by coincidence, picking a song that actually fits this really well, so I will give myself that. It was a good song choice in here. I drift around again so I can get these. Yeah, there's just straight up not enough time. How am I gonna do this? Normally this is the point where you start prioritizing targets, but I'm pretty sure you need them all. Yeah, I know, I gotta be... Go again! I don't see a route happening.
3, 2, 1, go!
If there is a route for this, it's gonna be really tight. Okay, slow down. Give me that 10. Okay. Oh, whatever. Restart. I know I've kind of been letting these go just so I can get the miles, but
3, 2, 1, go!
whatever. Cross. Up, okay. The trick was a mistake. I see that now. No tricks allowed. Was that a 50 or a 20? Not that one. I know the one we were just by was a 50, but one up here. Yeah, you're a 20. I thought those were 50s. I think this has been my best run so far. Wait, what the... What gates were even left? But there was a few, but I don't think there was enough for a AAA. Is there some kind of time bonus for them all? Maybe you get points for every gate collected?
3, 2, 1.
That's all I can think of. You actually do have to get every last one of them. I was half joking about that, but okay. Well, let's get this one now. Don't want to go too fast. Don't do the crazy jumps. Around.
God damn it! I've been muted this entire time. I've been trying to talk.
Well,
No,
I can't hear someone that isn't there.
So first of all, I was gonna say.
By far
So
the
when
best
you
attempt so
restart,
far.
we need to. So we're gonna reroute this a bit. Okay, so when you start, instead of immediately going up the ramp, take an immediate right, and then get those out of the way first. Because then you're going to do a lot of time of driving on this ramp where there's nothing.
Crap, I accidentally. Well,
you click
whatever.
next.
Yeah, I'm just gonna quit this and go back.
I have like a minute left, give or take.
Okay, just explain what to do on that next one. I'm gonna.
Yeah, pretty much. We're gonna hear my alarm anyways. Sonic says, "Fuck you."
That meme will never die. So says Sonic.
Bonanza, brother. Just look at them. All I know is, okay, so like when you start out, this is what I would do. So veer to the right and immediately go off that jump pad to the right. So get that one right there. Now now you could go all the way around like this, but go onto the ramp right here.
Okay,
And then go to
whatever.
yeah,
We're
and then
just
go
gonna
to the
route.
left. Yeah, then go to the left. And then yeah, do something like that. Then go to the right. No, you're supposed to go
the
back
right?
to the right. Yeah, because if you go back to the right, remember how there was another...
Yeah.
There's another one, so you go back to the right so you can grab this, and then you go back up the ramp.
I mean, that's going to be the hardest part of all this. These
Yeah,
guys do
then
not
you-
have
then
good turning.
Yeah, because then you're gonna go back up the ramp, then you're gonna jump to the other. You jump to the other side, like you get all the stuff that you
I'm trying to
didn't
break.
get. Well, yeah, but anyways, you get the stuff that you didn't get, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you. Jump off the ramp like that. Yeah, you see how I'm routing it this though, and then you just save everything in the middle for last. I was choking on my spit at the end there. I'm gonna be right back again, but I'm gonna tell you what we should name this part for sure when I come back.
Something mac and cheese.
I'm choking on my spit. Don't worry. I'm alive.
He claims to be alive. Wait, I'll try his dad for a little bit. So, get these two. Go. Having drift and brake on the same button is hardly revolutionary for racing games, but for some reason this one game it throws me completely off. Okay, this song's been driving me nuts. I was fine with the other song. I actually thought it fit pretty well. Let's grab you. Can I make that? Come on, turn. These guys. Physics makes sense, I swear. I'll give another run or two to try to optimize it, but I don't know. I guess that did give me double A.
Ooh. Oh god, that hurt. Okay, hi, I can hear you.
Hello, beep boop.
Oh, that hurt. That one hurt. That choking on my spit. Okay. Do you understand my route though?
I think so.
I kind of wish I could draw it, because if I could draw it, actually,
Maybe.
I mean I could.
I mean, is there an overhead map of this? I mean, honestly, this level training isn't even that complicated, so maybe.
I doubt there is.
I mean, it's a popular enough game, but
See, you're doing it right, yeah, and then you take a right here, grab this.
the most frustrating part of all this.
Yeah, and then you go back on this ramp. Get all these guys you missed. Take a right here. Go off this ramp. And you could U-turn right here and go to the left, or you could just go curve to the right. Yeah, basically you want to curve to the right until you get to this ramp.
Whatever.
Jump off that ramp. My plan kind of falls off towards the way in, but it's like at least up until the middle. It's like
I think it's okay up until then. But,
up until about the way in. That's when it kind of
like it would
that's
be
when it
nice if
kinda-
there was a way to work in those ramps in the middle, but
3, 2, 1.
I mean, actually, there might be.
since
Actually,
those are
I might
bonus points.
I might have thought of something else completely. Maybe? No. Never mind. That wouldn't be too effective. I take that back. I mean, it could probably actually work, but it's one of those things where I'm like, I'm not entirely sure. Honestly, if I had this game right now in front of me, I could probably figure out a map and get this done ASAP, but yeah, maybe that'll be good. Then you go over here, jump on this ramp. This isn't a bad idea at all.
somehow completely missed that. Just barely within range, I guess.
Like, I'm really good, personally. Like, I'm really good with theory crafting this sort of stuff in my head. But when I'm not playing, it's kind of hard for me to figure it out. Because if I was playing, I would just test offhand what I would think would work. And then I would, you know...
Well, sure. That's what most people do.
Yeah, and then I'd work off it from there.
3, 2, 1.
But I'm not playing the game. So I can't really do that. Do you know which challenge number this is? It's 42.
42.
Right?
Of course it is.
The meaning of life and everything. Stars, machine, challenge 42. I want to see somebody do it. I want to see what their route is. I want to see if it's even similar to what I did or suggested. Okay. I'll tell you their route after I see how much they get done. Or, like, how much time they have remaining.
I can't imagine there's going to be that much.
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, I don't know if that was intended, but it worked. They're intentionally making, you know, the ramps in the middle, they're intentionally making sure that they don't have enough speed to, what's it called? Okay. I see. You don't need all the rings, for one. So, okay, I'll tell you all the rings that they got, alright? And then we can make a route out of this. So, in the middle section, you know how there's like a ring like dead in the middle? Like under the bridge in the middle? Ignore that. Like that one right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one right there. Ignore that one. And you know how on the sides there's the boost ramp and there's one on the boost ramp and there's one next to the boost ramp?
I think so.
Okay, well we'll do our normal route now. I'll tell you what I mean. You'll see it. Play again. So yeah, when you see that one way to the right, ignore that one. Ignore that one on both sides.
Okay, that kind of makes sense, because that one is kind of a time waster.
Yeah, so basically, you get every other ring, except for the one in the dead center in the middle, and those on the side. And yeah, they did it like this too. They would do something like this. They saved the middle ones for the way end. And when you go, what you want to do is when you go off a ramp, in the middle, make sure you're going at a slow enough speed where you don't go over the bridge, because you just want to get them all like in a row. You have to come in the other side. You have to remember which side you come in.
These.
This actually doesn't seem way too bad. That's kind of what I figured. It wouldn't be too awful.
I mean, it's pretty awful so far.
You're just struggling. I don't think I would have too much of a problem. But again, I'm so hell bent on like figuring out a route. Run one, like run one's like a test run, and then the second run is like immediately I go for a route. Because it's just how my mind does this kind of stuff for some reason or another. They start by going off this ramp, the ramp first instead of veering to the right, but I feel like veering to the right is good enough. Don't forget you're missing the ramp on the other side.
On the left?
Yeah. Over here. Yeah,
My
don't do
favorite
any
part of all these.
Don't do any fancy, crazy tricks is also what I've noticed that the guy did. He just kind of went through the jump. He did the jumps particularly slow. And then, yeah, for these jumps, he would make it so he was going slow enough, yet he also hit that too. That way he can get all the ones that are like, if he goes under the bridge, you know, like instead of going over it or hitting it, he can grab the ones directly in front of it in a row. So you have to remember where the ramps in the middle are placed, which I think that one's the hardest thing to figure out with the bunch. Maybe right here, so jump off this ramp, right? Grab these two over here, and keep going straight. Like ignore this, and then get this guy out of the way. And then yeah, grab then grab these two right here. So I know you missed it, but it's fine. Then go up here. Because I feel like once you get these out of the way, the middle is not that bad. Or not, like, comparatively, is not that bad.
It wasn't trying to stop in place there, but...
Stop it, you dumb booster. And then, yeah, you get the ones...
I'm not even trying to drift anymore. The game's just doing its own thing.
I think you might be fine if you're able to do this properly.
I was holding brake.
You were close, but I think that's the way you gotta do it. We figured it out, boys. We've done it. When's my alarm going off?
Kind of expected it to already.
2 minutes. What?
Said I expected it to already.
This one I'm waiting a few, 2 extra minutes. So instead of 10 minutes, I'm waiting 12 minutes.
Ooh.
Also, we should call this part, throwback to one of my old Banjo-Kazooie parts, Interruption Mania. Let's call it that, please.
I don't even know what that's supposed to mean.
So basically, in my Banjo-Kazooie... one of my Banjo-Kazooie parts, it was in Bubble Gloop Swamp, specifically. I kept getting interrupted, so I had to keep re-recording. Like, I had to keep, recording and then stopping, recording and then stopping.
Mm-hmm.
And I named the part Interruption Mania, because it was an interruption mania of a part. There were so many interruptions, it was a mania.
But that's not accurate here. You're not getting interrupted that often.
Well, this part is getting interrupted because I kept having to jump away, especially at the first half.
Oh, I got something. Enduro Racer Challenge.
I hate these guys. They're like Legos.
I'm gonna have to look at what that challenge is after this. I'm very confused.
We have a minute until until ground zero.
So basically one more attempt.
Until I have to step away again. And that's going to be the longer step away.
Alright.
Basically, guys, what I'm trying to say is I quit the channel.
I mean, again?
Again. Yes. You know what they say, 4 times the charm. Oh my god, this run is so bad.
I know, this one's awful. Like, I kept missing my jumps, and then it just kept getting worse and worse, and there's no saving it.
Amazing grace, oh sweet the sound. Hey, there's my alarm. I'll watch this last attempt. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm restarting. If I'm missing a 50...
Fair enough, fair enough. Okay, I'll be back in like 5 to 10.
Alright.
Be right back.
So, probably till the end of the part.
Probably. Be back.
Depends on how long this takes me. Nope. And I saw that bridge render. Can't fool me, game. I'm just going full perfectionist mode at this point. I'm getting this. slow turn in the air. I have to just completely let go of accelerate the second before I get on that ramp. I think that might be the method to all this, since they don't get a boost from drifting anyway. Around. Place again. I know he said don't grab it, but gotta improvise sometimes. Just not enough time for that middle section. Yeah, I know. Play again. Again. Go accelerate. Because oddly enough, that seems to be the strategy. That's just don't accelerate. Grab all these. Stop here. Grab you. I grab you. Man, nice. I was gonna go over that ramp, but this is gonna be worth more. I'll grab you. Dang it. That might have actually been it if I hadn't jumped the ramp. It's going just a little too fast. Go again. Times 2.
3, 2, 1, go!
Easily my best attempt so far, though. I think that was all but 4 of them. And right through that gate.
3, 2,
Boxes are a little jank. Accelerator. It's beautiful. Okay. Please go across and gonna get this. At least I've more or less got it right now. Although I am ad-libbing a part. Not a part of it, I'm ad-libbing most of it. Nope, forget it. I can't get that one.
3, 2, 1.
There's just a small fortune, whatever. But you again. Forgot to decelerate. Oh, whatever, didn't matter this time. You. Got them. Almost perfectly, mind you. The bridge. You two. And don't screw up and end up speeding off the ramp. I don't know what went wrong that time. I know I was lower on the other side when I went that jump. You know, whatever. And stop laughing at me, game. I hear that. It hurts. Okay, not that much. I still hate the stupid mission. I do not think I overhyped this in the slightest.
2, 1, go!
Goodbye. All momentum. This last section is the only part I'm a little iffy on. But maybe I should be doing this backwards. Also, I don't have enough time. That took too long. And I jumped the ramp. There's just not enough time.
Three, two, one, go!
Snap, not what I was trying to do. Well, that kind of works. Drift. Good, it didn't kill my momentum this time, but pretty sure that's what ended up killing me last time. In fact, I lost my momentum not once but twice. I'm gonna go backwards this time. See if that helps me any. This time it should be easier to make that jump. Well, it was easier to make the jump, it just didn't matter. That stupid ramp is just cursed. This very minuscule window you have to jump in. And it's dumb and stupid and I hate it. Accelerate there for just a second so I don't end up flying. Around, grab you. I can't hit that bridge, that takes too long. And the fact that he orients me too.
3, 2, 1, go!
Then, at least this is the easy part. And this is where it starts getting a little iffy. It's because this ramp. Did I even get that one? Oh well. I'll have a second chance at that one if I didn't. I'm pretty sure I did though. Nope.
3, 2, 1.
It's Perfectionist City. Nope. Blew the jump.
3, 2,
So many steps, so easy to screw up. Ugh. I went too high, didn't I? No, that actually worked out. Well, actually, I guess I did go too high.
What's up, gamers?
Kill me now.
Oh my god. He's never sounded so serious saying that. Oh my god. So it looks like you're still here.
This mission is terrible. I didn't overhype it in the slightest. I'm certain of that now.
I mean, you didn't overhype it for how bad you're doing. I don't know. Like maybe it's because I haven't touched this game, so I could be completely wrong, and I probably am because I haven't touched this game. But it doesn't seem way too terrible. Like it seems bad, I'll give it that, but it doesn't seem
These
like
stupid ramps.
worse.
The ramps ruin everything. Everything else is fine.
Yeah, the ramps seem easily like the worst, because especially the ones in the middle where you're trying to get like a good sweet spot of speed, but you just like
It's like
can't.
I'd say roughly half the time you just get stopped in a dead stop. It's terrible. There's so little wiggle room to work with that if that happens even once, doesn't matter. You gotta restart.
Did you tell everybody what I'm eating?
I'm pretty sure we mentioned it before.
Mac and cheese, if we didn't. I'm kind of half afraid to eat this, because I'm also half afraid that I might be slowly turning lactose intolerant. It's weird. Our family is very weird when it comes to dairy. Like, my mom will have these days where dairy really doesn't bother her, and there's other days where it bothers her like crazy. And the same for me. Like, I'll have like a bowl of cereal one day, and it'll be like nothing. And then the next day, I'll have a bowl of cereal, and suddenly I feel terrible.
Hate that stupid jump!
That, if you didn't miss that, you would have got it.
I think my controller disconnected. Hold on. Okay. Thankfully it reconnects whenever I have to relaunch the game, but ugh.
Yeah, it's not one of those games. For as much shit as you've given the PC version, at least they didn't do like the big cardinal sin.
Oh yeah, for sure. But then it would be straight out unforgivable for me.
Yeah,
Or-
then you would not be playing this version of the game right now.
Yeah. I mean, at the very least, I wouldn't be using a PS4 controller. I'd probably be using my Switch Pro at that point. Which is literally the only reason I'm not is because the controller has a slightly wonky dead zone. That is the only reason.
Everybody loves the Switch Pro controller, but I've never used it.
Oh, I love it. It's great. It's just... Well, like I said, it has a slightly wonky dead zone on the Analog 6.
Some people are calling it the best controller out there.
Oh, easy.
But again, I've never
At
used
least out of what I've had, I don't have an Xbox One, I don't have an Xbox One controller, so I can't compare to those.
it. I've heard it's like the 360 controller, except substantially better. Well, specifically with the D-pad, but everything else is better. I'm somebody who's... How did you miss that? You went directly through it.
Yeah, that's been most of these.
You know, luckily for me, I've never been somebody who's too picky with controllers. Like, I use the freaking... I couldn't use the Joy-Cons, like, sideways. That's definitely stepping into grounds that I'm not gonna deal with. But, I'm totally fine with, like, the little controller thing where they just give you it to dock the Joy-Cons just so you can have them docked somewhere that isn't on the Switch itself. I'm totally fine with that little controller. Like, it doesn't bug me, it feels fine. I have big hands and long fingers too, so you would expect something like that to bug the hell out of me, but it really doesn't. So I've always just considered myself not really too controller picky. Surprisingly enough, as a whole, for a lot of things, like when it comes to gaming and movies especially. How did you miss that one?
There is this very specific dead zone on these two ramps here in the middle. It is awful.
But yeah, if there's like movies or like movies that people either hate or like movies that people it'll be like on the average margin or like slightly below average margin for most people. For me, it's like I usually would like it and not really care, and I don't really care. Same thing for the most part with some games. There's just like specific games that I'm much more vocal towards, but for the most part, it's like I'm not way too picky. Like especially with like genres and stuff like that. Playing like certain genres. You know how some people be like, oh, I won't play JRPGs because they take too long or whatever, which is like valid criticism.
Still, like that is absolutely valid.
But it's like stuff like that doesn't necessarily bug me. Or like, oh, I won't play platformers because I don't care about collecting this and I only play this. Or, oh, I only play shooters because I only get enjoyment out of those types of gameplay or whatever. It's like, yeah, I can understand everybody's, like, certain tastes and stuff like that, but I've never been so picky. Like, I've never been too picky where I would single out, like, one thing. Same thing with, like, music. I know a lot of people will be like, oh, I like anything but rap and country. I know a lot of people are like that. I'm like, I don't care. Like, it just either works for me.
I was like that until I got to my current job, and then suddenly I cannot tolerate rap in the slightest. I don't know if it's just the selection of rap they pick, but totally just skipped it again. And again!
Probably.
And again! It seriously won't stop.
I used to like a lot more hip-hop / rap. It's technically considered hip-hop, so expecting to refer to it as just hip-hop, because that's what I'm used to saying. But as the time has gone on, I've started really disliking a lot of stuff with hip-hop because either the rappers are really annoying to deal with or their lyrics make me roll my eyes so bad that it's impossible to... Like, it's impossible to ignore it. And it's just like, stop, please.
Like, I get it, you sleep with a lot of women, shut up!
Or there's also, jazz rap is a thing that's been very popular lately with people. People making a lot of, like, rap with jazz influences. And at first I thought that was pretty damn cool.
That sounds like a good idea on paper.
But now I hear it all the damn time that I've just stopped caring. So, you should get this. You should have more than enough time to be able to turn around. I could be wrong. I think you needed the one in the middle. Oh, no, not in the middle. Never mind. We're good. We did it. Right?
Yep, that's it.
Bonanza Bros, everyone.
Hate this stupid mission.
Now I get to choose what you get to buy.
I mean, we're already out of music. We've already bought all those, so...
I know, now I get to choose things I care more about. You should have gotten a fair amount of miles. Oh, I figured you had more because you spent so much time on
You
the
don't
mission.
get miles when you restart.
Oh. Alright. Okay, go to the way end again. Okay, or go to your money limit, I should say.
That's my money limit. And of course it's these guys.
No, not these guys. Go to the left. Nah. 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 I take it back. Let's go back to the racers. I take it back. I definitely take it back. Let's go back to the racers. That's the very last thing we're buying right there.
Well, guess what we're buying?
No. I will leave this very second.
Well, see ya later.
I wish we were on Discord right now, because then I could just leave and rejoin really quickly. But if I leave on Skype, it's a fucking inconvenience!
Oh, still enough one more.
I'm the one who's supposed to pick what we buy.
It doesn't even matter. We're gonna run out of stuff really fast. Okay, so I want to check on these. So close. What was that one I got before? Where I was very confused to the fact that I got something.
Slower. Go. Jesus Christ, go slower. If I see the name, I'll know what it is.
Enduro Racer is that one.
Cool. Was that the only one you got today? Cool.
I guess it's this time.
Alright. So we were Spaniards last time, right?
Yep.
Alright. Go to page 2. Is page 2?
Yeah.
Heads were American. Tails were Hong Kong.
Well, they gotta be Hong Kong
See,
those two.
a coin.
It's Tails this time.
It's been Tails all fucking night. It's Hong Kong. Hold on. Okay, Kirby's on Tails. Anything else is on Heads. Flip a coin. Siri, flip a coin.
It's Heads
Siri,
this time.
flip a coin.
It's Heads.
Oh, fuck off!
You will never play Kirby. Never.
This part's over. Goodbye.